Hello? Yeah, I thought it was up seven. That's right, you're right. So I'm up five. Okay. What? Yeah, we won. We covered. They won and covered. No, why? Yeah. Oh, that's good for him. But the Super Bowl not till next week. Oh, they paid for tickets. Yeah, $35,000 for a ticket. What is it? Hopper app? Gameplay. Look it up. Gameplay. Gameplay. Tickets. The gameplay. Yeah. Gameplay. Game time or gameplay? $3,000. $4,000 for the Bengals. Game time. Look at Baker. On game time.
EA Sports coverage of the
That's
NFL
what
has
San
us
Diego
at
Chiefs.
newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert,
Oh
but
yeah.
somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals are set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah. You like computers?
Throwing on first down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Throw across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay
Yeah, buddy.
Johnson, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I got a new game
Let's
plan
keep
for you. It
coming
was
here.
working
You
3
dial up
games in a
that
row.
pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about
I got a new plan for you.
eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
I got a new play for you, bro. You ready for this? Let's go.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Well, go ahead and mark that down as one of the most bizarre first down calls in the history of the National Football League. A fake, and it backfires.
Well, we've seen a lot of
first down.
Yeah, you're right. And we've seen a lot of it.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And this one will not work.
They figured it out.
Incomplete. I know that from down to down, you'll hop into different offensive formations and try and fool the defense and pick up some yardage. But going into field goal formation on second down and then running a fake off of it, help me here. Help me with this one. I'm supposed to know this. Help me.
I'm so baffled that I like it because it's different.
Different, all right, but not very successful.
Oh!
Kings making the catch. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Now that's all happen as a quarterback.
What a play.
Forcing something on third down. How about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On the hell? Get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way.
What the hell's going on here?
Well, he was
Raymond?
really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
It's complete to Hopkins. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray.
Oh!
He's got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins.
What a play.
There to make the grab. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game.
The Cardinals. Cardinals Nations.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
You ready for this? Watch.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way.
Good
D. Rebound from here.
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the hot.
You ready for Skunkarama?
But kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in.
Yeah, right.
Complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Flush to his right.
The ball's loose.
This will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
They're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was
Heard it for Lockup City.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Pick 6.
On 2nd down, a run with
Nope.
Edwards-Helaire. And that didn't
No.
He's going to be dropped in the backfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Computer.
Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Good D. Good D.
In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th.
He messed up. He missed.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Missed. He missed. He missed again.
The field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here for some replays.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people are focused on the trenches. Good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Forced out to his left. To Connor on the check down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Murray. Flushed out right. Going deep for Hopkins.
Oh!
Incomplete.
He should have caught that.
Positioning there downfield to break that one up.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. And they'll go back to Hopkins, and this time he's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Every defensive staff harps on
like my new place.
Explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 17, Murray.
Oh!
And Green, he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona. Arizona.
You like that play?
A.J. Green there to make the grab.
Look at this.
The Cardinals push further out in front. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Mahomes now on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go around.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play.
Yeah.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson.
What the fuck?
And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there. Points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. 2nd and 10.
Insane. Time to put this away.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Rolling to his left. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and that will get out of bounds. Lucky there, they keep possession inside the 5. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Where's Kyle? I'm ready, Nation.
On play action, it's Murray. Rolling to his right. And that's Alex Okafor who gets in to register the sack. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Murray off play action. Steps away.
Oh!
He's caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Zach Ertz.
What a play.
Final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Prater for the extra point. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Oh!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
Out of bounds.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there for KC. Oh, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another
touchdown. Mecole Hardman from 19 yards away. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that.
What the hell was that?
Feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try.
I got that shit recorded too. That shit's weird. That shit was. I got that shit recorded. I think I'm about to get that shit. That shit. He kicked it and then it went back into the. I don't think I can play anymore. What's going on?
What is happening?
Oh, okay.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Letting one go deep. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
Like shenanigans.
Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball.
Thank you.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the ball, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Like a little slide.
What the
And now off to the races.
Get his ass.
Down the right side. 20.
Wow.
10. And can you believe this? It's 2 points.
You really scored on that?
On the fumble return. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
It's one from 2 possessions. Or 3 to 2.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
What's I going to do tomorrow? A whole bunch of nothing.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Like this is like a test.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option
Just
here
to
but
test
to
it.
throw it away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass
I don't know.
is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
No.
This pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty.
He's punting.
This drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Incredible.
Now on 4th down,
Really
it's
punted?
the punt team sending this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, with some new plays. Oh, my neck. Just cut my neck.
Arizona's offense at the line,
Ready for
ready to
some
get
plays.
their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after
One good play.
throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some
See
confidence.
what happens.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Going deep for Hopkins. Intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now a throw here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second.
No.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a normal thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Big city.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Cardinal defense is
ready for some new plays.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
What? And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And for the third time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the
that play doesn't work
Chiefs
anymore.
take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. This offense has to keep running more, but they kind of got to be careful here, CD. I mean, we're still in the third quarter. This game isn't over yet.
I would agree with you there because while they've had all kinds of success and hit out some deep balls like this, the one thing they can't do is start to get loose with the football. A lot of time left, as you mentioned. And if they
J.J. Watt.
They'll bring them back into the game.
Oh, he was hit as he
Mr. Watts.
Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. Misses yet again. And the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic from him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
Merry Christmas.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 30.
So loud.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll try and run it in with Burton.
No.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no.
Not today.
And it'll be 2nd and goal. Dialed up the fullback dive that time. We'll see what they go to on 3rd down from the 1.
Yeah, they may have dialed it up, but it was repelled, wasn't it? Do you wag a finger back at the offense like a certain iconic NBA
Not on JJ.
back in the day?
Not on JJ Watt.
Try it again, guys.
No, I think they wagged the finger, but they got to get one more stop here, maybe 2. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Toward the pylon.
What the hell?
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again.
Oh, block that.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball and saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. To throw, it's Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
LaDainian Tomlinson.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Perfect.
Prater's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here.
JJ.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Robert Alford.
And the Cardinals are going to have this short field here as they'll take over right after 50.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better. Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to throw, Murray. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the night. And the
Are you sure? Alright. Should I play again? Or black. Yes. These guys are trash. You want to play with them? The Broncos. The Broncos.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20. So the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Murray getting this out wide to Hopkins. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
First carry for James Conner. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Boy, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
Conner on 1st down, going to be stopped up as he'll lose about 3.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Conner. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Play action. Now it's Murray. Out to his left. That's complete to Demetrius Harris, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what will happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Mike Purcell with the tackle.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Play fake. Murray. He'll buy some time right. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Williams. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Murray keeps it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Two seconds to go, first quarter. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Kirk now, the return man. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On the move to his left. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation, because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe, meaning you don't really rush on that one. You almost concede. If they want to kick a long one like that and make it, so be it. You just don't give up the fake. Yet they did anyway. Poor execution on the defensive side.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
3 yards remain for second down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play, as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Now Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. K.J. Hamler returning it. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon God.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Hamler now to return it. And he returns this to the 22. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Oh, no.
Bridgewater now for Gordon on the draw. Nifty move by Gordon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
No.
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Bridgewater to throw
Interception.
for it on fourth. Man open. He's
All
got
right.
it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Bridgewater.
Oh my gosh.
Here, that's the tight end fan.
Oh my goodness.
He'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out.
Oh.
The Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Does the big boy have the juice? Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football.
What a swindle.
Game, they can get away from pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat
Get it
Surtain.
up.
And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant. Intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
The offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes back.
Oh, it's a fake.
He's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. And a nice spin into some open field. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the ball. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as they kicks away following that fumble return.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Broncos.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you get no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. You're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Bridgewater.
Oh.
Complete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Yeah.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Throwing, Bridgewater.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cards are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. To throw is Murray.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins. 7 yards the pickup there.
Throwing again, Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched him before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Murray now. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 35.
And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Deontay Thompson.
And the Cardinals force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Bridgewater sets up the screen to Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing is Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Bridgewater again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response for him in tonight's ball game.
All right.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks. Slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
Yeah, it's my last one. I'm getting tired. Black. Mm-hmm.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside.
Yo. Huh? Huh?
Your connection foul?
Yeah, I think it was yours. I don't know if it was. I don't know whose it was.
Oh shit, you want to resend it?
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. Oh. Hey, hold on. I gotta use the bathroom real quick. Who? Who's that? Huh? Who? Who, Josh?
Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Akers has got the first down and then some.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for him. On 4th down, Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Now a run with Akers.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On the counter, this is Akers.
Running right through him. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 16. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they have. First down.
downs and 3 points. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Murray flushed out right.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Murray off play action. Rolling to his left. And complete to Zach Ertz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll toss this out right for Conner. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Conner going to get it again on 2nd down. And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 36.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Play fake. Murray. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 26.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Conner on the toss left side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a 1st down up 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle it and get him on the ground short of the 1st down marker. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw, eluding the pressure right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Murray on the sneak, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No run back here down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll look to run with Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Oh.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Arizona offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Steps away. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for the first down.
They're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 11 now. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray out to his left. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me.
Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 29 yards. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead.
This has to be great for the psyche of this offense. Presented with bad field position, they didn't let it stop them. They rolled downfield and scored a touchdown.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Stafford.
Oh, shit.
Into the hands of Beckham. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
Oh.
The man right side is Cup complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 37.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
He'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Yes, sir.
He is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
J.J. Watt that time able to
J.J.
do
Water
what he
Kings.
does best, and that sacked the quarterback. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods.
Thank you.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough game for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Rolling to his right.
Oh!
Throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense.
That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there for Arizona. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Again, it's Connor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And the Rams are right back in this football game.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage.
I'll force that.
But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. After the interception, here's Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their 2nd pick on 2 drives.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On play action, it's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try it.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Stafford escaping the pressure right. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham with his second touchdown of the night. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. Stafford now to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw it, Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. On first down, Akers, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Stafford. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murray. Flushed out right.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Murray to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
To throw is Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now Murray. He's going to look deep in zone for Hopkins. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Oh! Oh!
Be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, a game and a decision that people may be talking about tomorrow for sure. Had a chance at a long field goal there at the end to try and tie it. They elect to not kick it, and they lose the game.
And I think what we'd all love to see is that little slip of paper that the special teams coach handed the head coach before the game that said, this is where our kicker is good from today. This is where he feels confident, because that might be the absolute mark that tells us, okay, maybe we have to run more offense, because maybe he doesn't feel good about kicking it from this distance.
Hello?
Biggest shit I've ever seen in my life, nigga. Why the fuck did he? That's a DB, bro. Why he lose breath like a lineman?
He got tired, man.
How the fuck he get tired, nigga? What the fuck?
He got tired after the spin.
Tired. Bullshit.
He got tired, man.
That's gay as fuck. You done, huh?
I'll play one more.
Run the 4 minutes.
Alright, so I'm up 30.
Yep.
How much should I play for?
What more you in?
Alright.
Alright.
Alright. Oh.
Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals are set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. Fighting him off, and he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Shifts by him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
first and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Yeah, boy, it is tough. Bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Play fake. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Throwing now is Murray. On the move to his left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
We're scoreless after 1. First and goal at the 1. Murray keeps it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from a yard out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On second down and 4, Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Cards are going to get the football back at their own 17. He had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Murray steps away to his left. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, 70 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Prater on to add the extra point.
That was nasty. That was Nasty Bone Remix.
And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Eluding the pressure right.
What?
This is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Oh!
For the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's J.J. Watt, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Rolling to his right. And going deep for Hill. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A final shot before half from Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz.
I saw him too late.
One that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams finishing up their halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football at State Farm Stadium. And for the call, let's head back out to Glendale and hand it over to Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk, and he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back to the end zone.
Oh.
This ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. Well, incomplete. He couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Murray, sliding out of the pocket. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
Oh!
He's got it. He does. A diving grab by Green. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Sorry.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because one-play drive where you throw an interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes looking down for Kelsey.
Thank you.
Now here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes.
Oh, come on, man.
Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, the deep ball has been a big factor in why they have the lead that they do. But here, this defense finally said, hey, enough's enough.
Yeah, and obviously they've had their struggles all game long. Now,
he missed.
Got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Andy Reid never wanted to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And here's Edwards-Helaire. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball. Couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
On 2nd and 10. Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads.
And this is picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mahomes throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
And where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And with the struggles they've had putting points on the board, he's the one who's had the breakthrough, trying to find him again for another one to try and add to their total.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes.
Nice.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot.
Jack Cook.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete.
Wow.
Touchdown. And that's caught at the 2. Tyreek Hill with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And it'll be intercepted.
Not here.
Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make this a 2nd down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
Shit, I
so
fucked
they
up.
escape, so to speak, maintaining the football.
I got a new play for you.
Though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now Murray. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow.
And I think the
I
Chiefs
did it
have
wrong.
it. They do.
partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Eluding the pressure right. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's brought down. Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
Wow.
And this is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 40 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's brought down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes. And this is incomplete. This defense has watched their lead away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Nope.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They try to take a shot there on second down, and that leaves them because of the incompletion. A very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with a time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable.
And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
But just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off. different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murray. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now Murray. Forced out to his left.
Oh, my gosh.
But there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will bump the lead up to 11.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Mahomes to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
Yeah.
No matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
Good D, fellas.
The passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Mahomes. And he'll be hit.
Good D, fellas.
He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there,
what?
And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time, not an ally. Here's Mahomes.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Mahomes will throw. Catch is made by Hardman.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And
he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for two. One final try from Mahomes. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. And all the Chiefs have it. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
What you gonna do, Mr. Field Goal? You gonna do a 64-yarder, or are you gonna? "20 seconds. What's he gonna do, Coach?"
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
There's your chance. You don't want to kick a field goal?
Left, we get a timeout call. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time.
All right. I gave you a chance.
And we know what that play is.
64-yarder.
It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone.
Oh, is it?
And hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to
70-yarder?
Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season?
I don't know.
Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened.
I don't know. I usually pull up if I get an onside.
They put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
It's up to you.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start.
What's he going to do, Coach?
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the
He missed.
field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this kick is not good. It's short and no good. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.